Hello, welcome to Board Games with Niramas. Today it's time for a run-through of the game Scythe. Scythe is designed by Jamey Stegmaier and it's published by Stonemaier games, and it's a really hot game still, even though it came out a year ago. A lot of people are playing it and it's getting a lot of buzz on social media and so on. Really cool graphic and also really cool gameplay. So let's take a look at it, and as you can see here, Draco is going to play over here with the white player, but this to make it a bit more interesting, we're not going to play a two-player game, we're going to play a three-player game. So we have Niklas here today to help us out, and also he's going to play the blue player. I am going to play the yellow player for a change. So here's the main board. Looks like this, and there's a lot of stuff out there, as you can see, and we are going to take this step by step and explain things as we go. So first of all, the first thing that happens is determine a start player, and we decided that Niklas is going to be the start player, so he's the first to act, and he has 4 choices. I will just demonstrate this on my board down here. First of all, I have a faction board here, which is for my faction, where I have a special ability. I have 4 mechs that I can build, and once I build them I get special abilities that are below here. I start with some coins, and I also have some spaces here where I can get bonuses later on as we go, and so I will do to do that I will have to do an enlist action, is to remove one of these and enlist a new guy into my army, sort of. But we have 4 actions here, or actually we have 8, because you have 4 top actions, which is the first thing you're allowed to do. You don't have to do it, but you could do one of these top actions, and once you've done it you could also do one of the bottom actions if you want to. The bottom actions often cost things. You have to sort of pay metal to get a mech out and so on. So to start off, we're going to mainly focus on the top actions, and then once we get going we're going to do a lot of things here. So we also have this little pawn marker to indicate what we did this round. So if I do, for example, over here I have move or gain. If I do that, then I can't do the same thing the next round. Then I have to do one of the other 3 ones, which is kind of nice strategically, because I have to plan ahead what I'm going to do. Also, we have these 6 stars. This is the goal of the game, to get all of your 6 stars out. Well, sort of, that's how the game end triggers, but then the winner might not be the guy that did that. Over here we have the placement for all those stars. The winner is the one that has the most points. You get points in different ways, but one of the main ways is over here, where you have the popularity track, where it shows how popular you are in the world, and the more popular you are, you're going to get more points for those stars that you finished, areas that you control, and resources that you have in the end of the game. Also, we have a randomized end game bonus card here, which gives us extra points if we build buildings next to tunnels. And out here we have the red markers. This is the tunnels out here, these spaces. So the board consists of different kinds of terrain. We have mountains where we can get metal, we have farmland where we can get food, we have villages where we can recruit new workers, and we also have woodlands, forests where you can get wood. We have like oil fields or deserts to get the oil. In the middle we have the big factory, which we can visit to get a bonus card over here, which will give us a new action and some other stuff. And we have combat cards over there, which are related to this power track, where we will do our combat with this dial and to indicate how much power we're using in a fight, together with one of those combat cards, depending on how many mechs we are using in the fight, or our leaders. We will have a leader, and the leader also gives us the ability to use combat cards. But I will not go into any details. This was just a quick overlay, and then you will see as we go. So let's get going. So Niklas is first to go, and he has the choice there on his board to do different actions. I should also mention that our boards here are not the same. We have a different layouts on which 2 actions go together, so it's quite interesting.
Yes, and I will start with a move action. So I place it over there and move my character 1 step and a worker 1 step.
Yeah, because you can do 2 move actions as a start.
Yeah, 2 units can move 1 step.
And then you can upgrade that later on.
Yes.
Right, so it's my turn, and I think I will start with a produce, which means I can choose 2 spaces that produces. I only have 2 spaces that have workers on them, so I'm going to get 1 food over here, and I'll get another worker out over here in the village. And then I can also, in theory, I could also do the enlist action down here because I did this part. But then I will need 3 food to enlist, and I don't have that. So let's move over to Draco. What do you do, Draco? Let's see. So I think Draco is going to, maybe he should do a move to start off. Where's his move? There it is. Okay. They are different, these boards, so it's hard to understand where stuff are. Okay, so he will move, and I think he will move his leader out. Draco's special ability with this white faction is he wants to get, I think it's Poland, right?
Yes, Polonia.
Yeah. He wants to get a lot of these encounter tokens. These encounter tokens are all over the map. Once you get your leader over to one of them, you will draw a counter card down here. And normally you would choose 1 of 3 bonuses, but Draco can choose 2, so he should really focus on that, I think. So he will move over here 1, and he will move this guy over here because I think he needs to get more people. So that was 2 moves for him, and so it's Niklas' turn. And as you can see, the turns are really fast, which is lovely in this game. You just keep going around and do things. You could have some AP problems where people can't decide what to do, but besides from that, it goes quite fast.
Yes, and I will do that. Produce action, and I have an oil and steel on my hex. So I take 1 steel to my only worker, and 1 oil to my second only worker.
And as you can see also in this game, in different from a lot of Euro games, you don't get those resources sort of at the side. You get them on the place that you produce them, which is a neat feature as well, because then you have to, right now Niklas is controlling those 2 spaces where he has the oil and the metal, steel maybe it's called? Steel. But if he would move away, then he can bring the resources with him. But if he don't, let's say I attack him and he's moved away, then the resources will go over to the one that took over the place. So that's kind of different from a lot of Euro games. Okay, so it's my turn now. I can't do produce again because I did it last time, so I have to do something else. And I think I'm gonna need to move. So I'll be moving. I can move 2 of my units. I will move 1 worker over here, which means I will be able to later produce some steel over here at the mountain or the volcano. And my leader will move out as well because I'm looking to get that encounter token over there. So that was my turn. Now I could also do upgrade, but then I would need 2 oil, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't have that, so it's Draco's turn.
And this time Draco need to do a produce. So I think he's gonna do that produce over there. And he's in the village making a new worker. And he's in the forest to make a stick.
Alright. So then it's Niklas' turn.
Yes.
Because Draco, what could you do more? He could do enlist, but he doesn't have that food.
Enlist, yeah. He needs 4 food. And I will do a move again.
Okay.
So I move up here, take this encounter, and move down.
Yeah, you brought the steel with you. Yes. Okay, so you get an encounter card.
And I could help an anxious farmer and find a missing part for his mech. For that I will gain $2 and 1 popularity. The other 2 is a cost, so I take the free one and gain $2 and 1 popularity.
Let's show the graphic to the camera.
Yes, the graphic is really
nice looking cards. There's a bear and some farmers out on the road, and they're building a mech over there. So, and you took the easy option, right?
Yes.
Because they come in like 3 variants, so you can get like mean to the population and stuff, but you will get a better reward. But now Niklas' popularity went up because he was nice to the population. So
I get my money and I got popularity.
Yeah, alright, so what should I do? I think... Now, I would like to move again, but I can't do that. So, instead, I think... because I want to be able to... Yeah, I'm going to produce again. So when I produce over here now, I have to choose one of these three spots, two of them, to produce. So I think first of all I need some steel because I want to make those new mechs. And I also think I want a new worker because that's always good. I love workers in all kinds of games. So that was my action, and I don't have enough food to do the enlist. So it's Draco, and I think Draco this time... Let's see, he moved. Yeah, he did move, right? No, he did produce. Okay.
Produce.
So now he will move. There is. And so now he can move over here with his bear. This looks really cool as well. So he goes over here, and he can move one more. I think maybe you should move one back here so he can produce food. And so he gets the encounter, and let's see, he will be able to choose two of these. So let's get some focus here. And so he can... Oh, there's a mech going out in the fog here. Steer the disoriented mech through the fog with your lantern. He would get 2 oil and 1 popularity. He could pay the stranded man for his mech, pay $4 to deploy a mech. That could be good for him. Or he could shout nonsense until the mech comes close enough for you to rob it. Pay 2 popularity to gain $2 and any 2 resources, but I don't think he will lose popularity. I think he should pay 4 to deploy a mech. Because that could be really helpful for him. Because he's sort of stranded on this little peninsula here. So he can't get out of there. But now that he pays his $4, he will be able to take a mech here. And also on his character sheet there, he will reveal the possibility to move over the rivers. So with this mech he can move over the rivers, and also with his leader. The mech can also carry the workers with him, so he can sort of expand this way. And he can place it anywhere he wants, right?
No, with a worker.
Oh yeah, or with there was the encounter.
The encounter.
Yeah, okay.
Happens on the encounter.
Yeah, that's where he found it, so...
Oh, but he also needs to use 2 encounter options.
Oh yeah, that's true. He had 2, yeah, I totally forgot about that. So he could also do the gain 2 oil and 1 popularity. That's not bad. So the 2 oil is also placed here, of course, since this is where he found it. And he will also get one of these popularity here. That's good. So that was Draco's turn, and now he could do build, but he only has 1 wood. He would need 3 to do that, so...
Yes, and I would like to do a trade auction to get my oil in... or steel, maybe. To get out my mech. Yes, I pay $1 to get 2 steel. Or iron.
Or metal.
Or metal.
Or ore.
Or ore, yeah.
Yeah, so now you have 3.
Yes, now I could do a produce next time and then do my deploy. But now I'm here and I don't have any food.
Okay.
So it's your turn.
So let's see. I did produce last time. Now I think I will do the move action. And if I have 2 workers in one spot, I will produce 2 of that resource. I will move one of them over here so I get more steel. And my leader will go here as well just to get that encounter. So let's see what I get. And it's a hunting party going on. So I could shoot a wild boar for lunch of bacon. I will get 2 food and 1 popularity. That's not bad. Or I can herd the boars away from town. I would pay $2 to gain 3 resources of any kind. Well, that's even better. Or I can steer the boars into the helpless village and pay 2 popularity to gain 1 worker and 3 wood. No, I'm going to pay 2. This is points, by the way, as well. So this every $1 is a point at the end. So, but I'll pay 2 to gain 3 resources of any kind. because now I can do the bottom action thanks to this. So my bottom action here is upgrade, and it takes 2 oil, so I'll take 2 oil, but I don't need to take them. I'll take the food as my third resource. I'll put it down there where I found it. And so I can do the upgrade action. The upgrade action lets me take one of these cubes from up here that are blocking things. So by taking it, let's say I take this one, then I can produce on 3 spaces instead of 2. And then I can move it, also get to move it down and put it somewhere so something becomes cheaper. And I think I'll put it here, so deploy now will cost me 3 metal instead of 4. And as you can see here, I have 1 metal and I have 2 guys here, so if I do a produce next round, I will get 2 more, I will have 3 in total, so it all adds up. Okay, so that was my turn, and I think it's Draco's turn.
Yes, and Draco has 2 oil and 1 wood.
Can you do anything with that?
No. He can do a produce. Yes, we do a trade for Draco. So
Okay.
he gets 1 oil. And he gets 1 food for later. No, we take wood.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, makes sense.
And with 3 oil, he will do an upgrade as his bottom row action, and he will upgrade his move abilities. And cheaper down is deploy. What do you think, Draco? What do you want to do? Oh my god, good choice.
Alright, so it's cheaper for him to build buildings now.
Yes.
That's good. Okay, so it's your turn.
Yes, and I would like to do a produce again. I have 2 hex with 2 workers, so I get 1 oil and 1 steel, metal, ore. Now I can do my bottom row action, which is deploy a mech. It cost me 3 steel. And I will take my river ability.
So now you can go over the river as well.
Yes, and I can move 2 forests and 2 mountains with steel.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter. I put him here, and I get 2 coins.
Oh yeah, you get money for that
yes.
as well. Oh, by the way, no, Draco didn't get any money over there.
No.
Alright, so... Okay, so now I'm doing the produce. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so producing. And now I can produce on all 3 fields because I unlocked that. So I will get a guy over here. But when I do the produce, by the way, I have to spend a power over here because I unlocked... The first workers here are free, but when you start getting into that, then you start paying with power here. So I go down 1 in power. And I'll produce on all 3 spaces. So I got the worker there, I'll get a food there, and 2 steel on the mountain. And the good thing now is I can also do my bottom action down here. And then, because now I can do the bottom action as well here, because the bottom action of my produce is enlist. It takes 3 food, which I have. It doesn't have to be on the same space, as long as I control the areas where they're. So now I can enlist, and I will get 2 coins. And I will be able to remove one of these 4 different markers. The thing that is below it, this is quite fun. If I remove this one, when I do enlist the next time, I will also get a combat card. But the nice thing is, as the symbol indicates, I will also, if one of the other players to my left or to my right, which in this case is a 3-player game, is everyone, if they do the enlist action, then I will get a combat card. So I will get something when they do something, which is nice. And I think because I don't have any combat cards, so I will remove this, and I also get another bonus of placing it somewhere here, and I will get whatever I place it on. And I think right now, is that coins?
Yes.
I think I'll take 2 combat cards, because the thing with my faction also is I can use combat cards as a resource. So if I get into some position where I really need to produce something and I don't have a resource, I can always use my combat card. Also, these combat cards count in different variations, so as they have different numbers up here, 1, 2, 5. So depending on how strong they are, it will be easier to win a combat. So you have them hidden, and that's my cards. And that was my enlist action. So now it's Draco's turn. I think Draco this time, let's see, he can move over rivers, so...
Yeah, he may walk to village and mountains.
I think Draco will do the move action. And so he will move this guy, he can move to mountains and go over there, and this guy will also go there, but he will bring this worker with him. So that doesn't count for a move for the worker. So everyone is over here instead. And let's see, then he could do the build action, because now he has 2 wood, and you made it cheaper for him there or earlier. So he will pay 2 to build a building. And I think, should he get the windmill perhaps?
Windmill on the forest, maybe.
That's a good one. So this means this will always produce, and he controls this area even if this guy goes away. And now he will always get that wood from the windmill every time he produces. So that was Draco's action.
And for my action, I would like to do a trade again. Not fun to do the same thing over and over again, but I need my...
That cost you $1.
Yes, it cost me $1. And now, to make things cheaper, I need oil. And I can't get food. So I will bring some food to the people.
Okay. Can you do your...
No, still not.
Okay, so it's my turn, and I think I need to... Should I move perhaps? I still can't though. Well, I have enough to make a mech, so I'm going to do that. So I'll do bolster, which cost me $1, and it means I can either get 2. I could get the combat card or 2 power, but I'll take the power right now. So I'll get 2 power, and I will also be able to do deploy, which is below here. I will have to spend my 3 steel to build myself a mech, and I will also get $3 from doing that. So that's good. And now I have a choice of which one I would like to take. If I take this one, I can river walk. I can move over to farmland or to the desert for the oil places. I could do wayfare, then I could move from a territory to my home base or to an inactive faction's home base of my own, which means basically those that we aren't playing with. And I could do, this one is nice, before combat I get to steal one opponent's combat card at random, and this one is plus speed. I will be able to move further ahead when I do the move action. But I think I want to be able to move over water as well, so I'll take this mech here, and I'm planning to... I can go over here. Yeah, so I'll just put him over here so he can bring some workers once he moves later on. So that was my deploy, and now it's Draco's turn. So what is he going to do?
What is Draco going to do? He moved last time, he will not move again. Should he start with
I'm thinking he probably wants to get into the factory, but he can't do that right now.
No. I also think he's moving straight to the factory, actually. We take the produce. He can use his windmill.
Oh yeah, that's good.
So we have 2 eggs, and that would be food and 2 wood. Or no, there was work.
And that's steel, yeah. So I don't know. Should
No.
maybe he should focus on getting all his 4 buildings out.
Yes, I think that would be nice for him. So you get 2 woods and 1 food.
Yeah, and he can't do a list. No.
No, it's still too expensive. Now it's my turn to do that upgrade I'm being. So yes, and I will also pay $1 to bolster my power.
So you get 2 steps, right?
Yes. And I will upgrade my move ability to 3 units, and I will reduce my costs for upgrades.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So let's see.
And that I pay.
Oh yeah.
2 up. Pay the cost, do the thing.
Yeah.
Upgrade. $3.
So let's see. I think now I have the ability to move over the water. I will do that. I will do the move action, and so this guy will go over here. He will bring both the workers with him. And I think my leader will go over there as well. So they're all stacking up there. And if I had to oil, I could do an upgrade, but I don't. But I will be able to get oil here later on this space. So that's why I moved the workers there. So that was my turn. Now Draco, I think he is going to move now, since he can. And I think he's going to move with the mech towards the factory, and he's going to move with the leader over here to get that encounter. Or can he do 3 moves? Yeah, he can. Alright. So let's see, should he perhaps... I mean, he needs steel.
Yes, he might need steel, wood, and food. So
Yeah, I don't think he should move.
no,
Alright.
I don't think he should do
Perhaps.
either.
No, okay. Okay, so now he got the encounter. He will get 2 rewards. Let's see what they are. So take photos for the overly enthusiastic soldiers. You will get 2 metal and 1 popularity. He could hire a mercenary to join his group. He could pay 3 to enlist a recruit. He only has $2. Or he could practice shooting at the unsuspecting target. They're so mean, these bottom ones. That would be 2. He would lose 2 popularity to gain 4 metal. But I think the top one is... Well, he has to do 2, right? Or can he choose?
No, he
No,
can
up.
choose.
It says up to,
Up
so
to,
he doesn't have to.
No.
Because I don't... Or does he want to lose 2 popularity? I don't think so. Because he will gain 2 metal and 1 popularity at first. Well, he can do this, because first he gets 2 popularity and 1 metal, right? So he goes up here, and he gets 2 metal. And then he could lose 2 popularity to gain 4 more metal. So it wasn't that bad for him popularity-wise. But he has a lot of metal now. So now I think he will just focus on getting all those mechs out. What do they cost for him?
3 steel.
3, okay, but I have 6 now, so you can do that twice now.
Yes.
But as you can see here now, the leader is over where the encounter was, and he found all this metal. If the leader moves away, then the metal is just lying there. He doesn't control it anymore. So Draco has to sort of build while... Well, he can't move the next time anyway, so... Or the leader could bring the material with him, of course. Yeah, okay. Okay, so that was Draco's turn. He moved, and he can do a build as well. Okay, so let's do that. So he will spend 2 wood, and he will build... I think now he will build the monument over here. That will help him to get his popularity up also. So then it's Niklas' turn.
Yes, and where I would do my move action to get over the river.
Oh yeah, because you can move into the village. That's fine. Oh yeah, the workers can move.
My workers can swim because we are
Nordic
kingdom fighters. That was 1, and I walk over the river to a forest as my unlock my mech, and he will follow in his steps.
Yeah.
Yes. I do not have 3 woods, so I would not build.
Okay, so I think I kind of would like to move again, but as you can see, we're all gathering here in the middle. It's sort of a race, because the first player to get to the factory will get to choose one of the 4 cards that are out there and take one of them, and then so on. So the first one to get there gets sort of the best pick, or the first pick at least. But I need to produce, yeah. So I will produce on 3 spaces. So this is, I haven't tried this before, it's a bit risky, but I will get 2 guys over here, so I'll have a lot of workers. I will get 1 food over here, and I'll get 2 oil there.
You should also pay your produce.
Oh yeah, I have to pay, because I have to pay a power, right? And the next time I do it, I also have to pay a popularity, because now I have so many workers out. So this will drain my popularity, which will be interesting to try out. And I can't do the unlist. I would need 2 more food for that. And now I have so much workers, I need to move them around so they can produce different things. So Draco, what is he doing?
I think he was on a walk to the factory.
He moved last time.
Then maybe he need to use his steel before he moves with his character.
Oh yeah, so he should.
But any units can transport.
Yeah.
So it's not a problem that way. Yes, should he do that? Where is his deploy? There. Maybe a booster should be good for him.
Yeah, because he will get popularity now.
Yes, and he only have 2 power.
Okay, so we get popularity and 2 power.
Pay the cost. He get his popularity. He uses his steel to get his fast moving ability.
Okay, that's good for him.
So now he can move 1 plus hex with every unit on the move action.
Okay.
And he also gets 2 coins for that button row action.
Oh yeah. That's good, he's really low on money.
Yes. Now it's my turn again. It's going too fast.
Yeah.
I feel my monkey face coming. Move, and I will do a produce to get some workers out here and more oil to my little guy there.
And you don't have to pay for your produce, that's nice.
No deploy.
Okay, so it's my turn, but we're just heading at the 33 minutes marker, so I think we'll do a little break here, and we will be back in the part 2 video, where you will be able to see when we start fighting as well. We're going to have some combat so you can see how that works, and we're also going to expand a lot. We're going to do a lot of different things, so don't miss part 2. You can go straight to it by clicking the little link, the little eye up there, and we'll see you there.